everybody, it is me, Denise with Magical Adventures. I thought I would do a quick video. I have a break right now, so I thought I'd do one real quick. I always get questions about what should you bring to the parks in your park bag, and how big of a bag you should bring. So this is what we do. This is what we bring. It doesn't matter. I mean, it just depends on what you are comfortable with what your family or whoever you're going with, what you want to bring. This is what we bring. We don't bring a lot of stuff, but we do quite a bit. So this is the kind of bag that we bring. I got this a few years ago. I like this bag. One thing I like about it, it has the pockets on the side. I know a lot of people ask me, why don't you take your Loungefly? I just don't think it's big enough, because what we don't have, our bag's pretty big enough that if we buy souvenirs, we can just put it in here and don't have to carry it around. So, and leave it somewhere accidentally, because that'll be me. But I do like it. It has side pockets. It's got a pocket right here to put stuff in. It's got the small pocket right here that I can put stuff in. So I really like this bag. It's very roomy. Got this a few years ago, and I love this bag. And it's my snack bag. So this is kind of the bag that we use. But I'm just going to dive right in and let you know what we take. The first thing you definitely want to bring is your smartphone. Just the fact that you will be using this a lot. You'll be checking times. You'll be checking, reservations. You'll be doing your Lightning Lane if you had got Genie Plus and stuff like that. So that is something that you will have. At Disneyland, you will be using it a lot more because you have to scan it. You don't have Magic Bands yet at Disneyland. This is not a Magic Band, but this is my smartphone, my Fitbit. But you don't have Magic Bands at Disneyland yet, so you will be using this to scan in when you go to the parks for your park reservations, to your Lightning Lanes, anything. You'll be using your smartphone. So that will be one thing you got to make sure you bring. I usually have it in my hand 95% of the time, except if I'm on rides, I'll put it in the bag real quick. Next thing you would do, since we're talking about phones, is you want to bring some kind of battery pack. We try to bring at least 2, just to be safe, because I don't need my phone to die and then we can't, access stuff. I'm sure there's a way you can do it without a phone, but this is one thing it is. I also bring these this is my charger right now. We're about to leave, so but I also bought these small cords. I don't like the big long cords that they give you when you first get your phone. That's good to charge up when you're at home or when you come back from the parks, but I bought these in a bulk on Amazon a few years ago, and I have a Samsung Android, and I've had 3, and these work pretty good. They charge pretty good. So I buy a bulk of these. I think I have like a 10 pack of 10, and they work pretty good. So I just use this, and then I just plug it in and just plug my phone in, and I use that. So, but I'm gonna put this back in my bag so I don't forget it, because we do leave in a couple of days. So that's one thing we bring. The next thing, it's basically what you really want to bring. I'm going to go over stuff that we've brought past. So meet and greets are back. They started back on April 18th. And so you get to hug them. You also get an autograph. So you need to make sure, if you want to have autographs, bring your autograph book. This one we've had for a while. It is almost full. We have a few more, but we have used this. We didn't have used this the last 2 years because it hasn't. This is actually my son's autograph book, unfortunately. But we've had a bunch that, as you can tell. And I'm just trying to get every one of them. And then also make sure you have a good pen. It's better to have the thick pens so they can grab it, because a lot of these, especially the face characters, are going to have gloves and stuff. So it's better. And I like the ones that have the click. You don't have to have the pins off. That way they can just click it, or you can just click it when you get up there. I always click it when I get up there, so that way they don't have to do it. And then that way they can sign it real quick. This writes pretty good. I really like these. I bought a 3-pack on Amazon really cheap. So that is another thing. And I usually put these right in the front, so that way I'm not digging for it when I'm in line. Okay. The next thing is, depending on the weather, if you go to Disney World or even Disneyland, it could get really hot. And if I'm hot, I get very uncomfortable. We have gone in the summer many times to Disney World, and we bought one of these. This is not the same one we bought, but we bought one I found on Amazon a long time ago, and that saved us. It's a fan that you can put water in. They do sell these at the parks, but they're like $25. I bought this at Walmart for $5, and it needs batteries right now. But that is one thing that I do recommend you getting. So that way, you know, especially during the hot summer, if you go to Disney World in the summer or even like May, I think now the weather's getting up high, that you need this. So this is a good tool to have. And you can even use it without water if you don't want to get your face wet and everything. So that's another good thing to have. Okay, my next thing I usually bring, I do have a lot of things that I bring just because I have to be comfortable. One thing I do bring, another thing, if it's sunny, you need in summer. I don't know about California yet. We're gonna find out. But during the summer and hot months, sunscreen. I get the spray. We usually just bring a little one, just the fact that it's better. It's easier. But this is good, you know. I don't get burnt really, and you know, I'm white anyway, but I don't get burnt and everything. So this is a good thing to have when you're in the hot summer. Just spray it. It's really easy and it's small. So that's another thing we bring. Another thing I do bring is I don't really bring this, but this might be a good idea for some people, is to have some eye drops. My eyes don't really get dry unless my allergies are acting up. So this is just something that I bring that may be a good idea to bring. I don't bring it personally, but I had it right here and I thought I would say something. Another thing I bring is ibuprofen or Tylenol or Aleve or something, either for a headache. I use this for my ankle. I had ankle surgery about 10 years ago, and if I'm walking on it for a long time, it does start to hurt. I just take this every time I go to the park, and if I have a headache or something, I will bring this. So that is something else I bring. And I'm missing something, so I'm going to try to find it in a minute. So my next thing I bring is just some stomach relief, like Pepto. You never know. So that's another thing we put in our bag, just to be safe. And then I get blisters really bad no matter how many times I've gone to Disney. I have bought shoes and I break them in no matter how many times. It doesn't fail. I get a blister on one of my toes. So I bring a box of Band-Aids. I finally found these flexible fabric. They actually work the best on me. I tried different ones and they just always fell off or I was in pain. But these have worked the best. So I bring this to the parks too. And then a couple of things that if you want to bring them, you can. I bring them just the fact that that's how I am. So one thing I do bring is lip balm because your lips will get dry. So I bring this with me. I also bring lotion. You never know because my hands get very dry after I wash my hands and go to the restroom or anywhere else. And I love this lotion, so I'm going to put some on. So I bring this to the parks, just a small little thing of lotion. And then I also bring some body fragrance. Just because it's me. You know, I just like this. So that's basically it. What I put in my park bag. Oh, one more thing. Forgot. I do bring a hairbrush. Not this one that big, but I do bring one. It's a smaller one. I have to find it. But I do bring that. Just the fact that if you're on a roller coaster and you have long hair and you don't want to put it up, like that's what I do most of the times, then I usually brush my hair real quick. Especially if I'm at Disney World and my test track, my hair goes whoosh. So my hair gets very tangly, so I have to make sure I brush my hair. So that's basically it. That's what I put in our park bag. I hope you enjoy these tips. If you do, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like notification. I'll let you know when I put in a video. Please go to my Facebook page or my website if you would like to book a trip, and I'll be happy to book your Disney vacation. Have a good day and have a great magical adventures. Bye-bye.